Good afternoon. It's nice to see all of you. So many young faces. The future of journalism. Today, I'm going to talk to you about religion reporting. Now, I'm very sure that many of you would have qualms about learning about religion reporting because, I'm not religious, because I'm not interested in it, because it's something that I don't really think about all the time. So, allow me in this talk to get you interested in religion reporting. In this brief lecture, I'm going to talk to you about faith in the public square. Religion reporting as a way of covering faith in the public square. And this is a brief outline of my talk this afternoon. What is religion reporting? Why is it important? And how is it good journalism? And of course, on this side is a QR code of my new channel, The Religion Reporter. Later on, you will get to take another photo because it's at the end of the slides. So, next slide, please. Now, I would like to start by telling you about what religion reporting is not. Religion reporting is not praying. You don't need to be very prayerful to do religion reporting, and you do not need to always post prayers to be considered a religion reporter. So many religion reporters are actually atheists or agnostic, but they are interested in religion as a phenomenon. It is not theologizing. We will not act as if we were theologians. We leave that to the theology schools. Of course, we have to know a bit about the teachings of the religions that we cover. But that is the same thing that happens when we cover business. We need to know something about business. That's the same thing when we cover politics. We need to know something about politics. That's basically journalism. So, the main point is you do not need to be a theologian to be a religion reporter. And of course, it is not preaching. It is not a way to spread the gospel necessarily. It is not necessarily a way to spread the gospel or to spread the teachings of your religion. Although, of course, that happens in the process. Because if you write about the teachings of this religion or that, inevitably you get to share the core message of that religion, and that core message may appeal to a wider audience. But that is not the focus. Next slide, please. Instead, religion reporting is a kind of journalism that seeks to understand the world through religious lenses. It is a kind of journalism that seeks to understand the world through religious lenses. Let me explain that. Sorry, nagkamali ng icon ha. X ang nalagay ko, dapat check yan. Sorry. Ito, ma'am, yung next slide pala yung may check. A religion reporter need not be religious, need not be a believer need not be an expert. So what is a religion reporter? Next slide. Check dapat yan. A religion reporter needs to be sensitive, which is supposed to be in the toolkit of any journalist. A religion reporter needs to be compassionate. Kapag may nakita ka na dumudulog sa kanyang Diyos, you have to feel compassion for that person. And a religion reporter needs to be diligent. Kailangan pag-aralan mo naman kahit papaano yung tinuturo ng relihiyon na kino-cover mo. Next slide. And if you think about it, you can always say that these traits are the traits of any responsible journalist. Any reporter needs to be sensitive. Any reporter needs to be compassionate. Any reporter needs to be diligent. I hope this abuses you of the misconception that to be a religion reporter, you need to be religious. It is just one other form of journalism that will teach us a thing or two about being sensitive, compassionate, and diligent. It also provides us with fresh lenses through which we can view the world. What do I mean when I say religious lenses? So many journalists cover the same things. But how does a journalist become unique? A journalist becomes unique because of the lenses that the journalist wears. So, for example, itong aking salamin, kapag ang salamin ko ay kulay pink, nakikita ko kayo as pink. Is it beautiful? Maybe. It is beautiful for some people. Maybe it is not for others. Kapag ang salamin ko ay kulay blue, then I have a unique take of this audience as an audience that is color blue. By the same token, if I wear the lenses of political reporting and I view you through the lenses of political reporting, then my angles, the story ideas that I generate would be political in nature. If I wear the lenses of an economic journalist, then perhaps if I write a story about Inkblots, my angle would be how much was one ticket and how much sales did the Varsitarian generate. If I wear the lenses of an education journalist, then my angle would perhaps be how many schools and from which parts of the country did they come from, so that they can learn from the journalists invited by the Varsitarian for Inkblots. You see, I hope you realize that it is not always the topic that gives you the best story, not just the topic. You can cover the same topic and have the same boring story. But if you wear different lenses, then you will get a unique take. Then you get a unique story. In the next part of this talk, I'm going to show you some examples of certain stories that I made, that I viewed through the lens of religion, and see how it gave new life to these stories. The prime mission of journalists is not just to chronicle events, is not just to regurgitate official press statements. It's not just to do a photocopy version of whatever officially transpired. Those are parts of journalism as a profession. Make no mistake about it. We have to be chroniclers of events, faithful chroniclers of events. But it goes beyond that. We have to help people make sense of the world. At a time when the world is already so confusing because of information overload, we have to help people understand what is happening. And what is the role of religion reporting in this context? I would like to end with this quote from one of my favorite books. It is the book Blind Spot. It talks about religion as the blind spot of journalism. This is the author. He visited the Philippines 3 years ago. This is his book. And I would like to read to you his quote. In the foreword, his name is Michael Gerson. Good journalism should be concerned with all of life, including our nationality, our professions, the places we live, and the interests that engage us. But journalism is radically incomplete without also covering the creeds we hold about the cosmos in which we live. Our belief systems lie deep within us, and it is the role of the journalist to unearth those deeply embedded belief systems in the same way that I tried to unearth Laila de Lima's thoughts about forgiveness, her thoughts about cats and being a true human being. In the same way that we try to understand why politicians suddenly become religious in times of political crisis. In a way that we try to understand the spirit of the Nazareno devotee. It is important because religion lies at the heart of every person. Next slide, please. So I would like to invite you to explore this world of religion reporting in your own publications, in your own communities. What do you need? You do not need anything expensive. You do not need to be religious. You do not need to be a believer of anything. You just need to be a good journalist wearing a different set of lenses, the lenses of faith. And hopefully you will come up with something unique, something important, something that lies deep in the heart of our humanity. Please like and subscribe. Here is a QR code, and see you in another occasion, and of course, see you on YouTube. Thank you very much.